Welcome back, hockey fans. Dallas Janet here. The last featured game of this evening. The Camrose Vikings are wearing black, where the Calgary North Star Sabres are wearing white. Both teams are at 1-1 so far in the round robin. And with this being the last round robin game for both these teams, the implications are huge. Winning team will most likely finish second in the pool. We're still giving them a shot at the ultimate goal, the championship game, if they win their way there, whereas the third place team will end up going home empty-handed as consolations. So both big game here for both teams. Both teams going to come out all cylinders firing. Fast, hard, quick. It's going to be an exciting game. Starting in goal for the visiting Camrose Vikings. 31. Thank you. Is 31, Brendan Davis. Starting in goal for Calgary North Star Sabres. Looks like number 1, Ian Scott. So as I previously mentioned, this game is going to have huge playoff implications. I would be very surprised if these teams did not come out fighting. And there's at least 2 goals here within the first 10 minutes of this period, as it is going to be a desperate hockey game and teams are going to go out. Calgary with the face-off off the draw. Puck is deflected high behind Camrose goaltender. Davis. Puck played in front. Camrose able to pick it up, start the rush out. Puck bounces around, ends up back in Camrose zone. Trying to get deep, unable to get it by the Calgary forechecker. Spins and fires, puck ends up on Davis. Second save there. Davis with 2 huge saves there. Early in this game, he has to make a couple quick saves, keep his team ahead. Puck is thrown all the way down the ice, and it is not going to be icing. Camrose in deep, picking that puck up in the corner, trying to feed it to his D-man. Can't get it quite through there. Puck finally cleared to the blue line, not out. Shot on goal. Scott sees it all the way, and he's going to hold on for a save. So good action so far starting this game here, with Davis having to stand tall twice already. Face off here to the right side of Scott. False start on the face-off there by Camrose. So Camrose is going to be tossed from the face-off. New center and take the draw. Puck is cleared to the blue line and out. Calgary skating hard and fast. Gets that puck into Camrose zone. Calgary still with possession of it at the hash marks. Loses it to bring it up, and Camrose starts the rush. Camrose in one-on-one. Fires the shot. Wide of the cage. He had that far corner, and he's unable to hit that as that shot goes wide. Both teams battling hard. They know how big this game is. Puck finally freed to the Calgary defenseman as he brings it in over the red line. Coming in on Russian. Camrose pokes it to the corner. Both teams cycling that puck around, trying to get something going here. Trying to find a crack in both teams' defenses. Camrose with the rush. Dumps puck in behind Calgary goaltender. Big hit there behind the Calgary goal. Camrose in there digging, trying to get that puck loose. Camrose there takes a huge hit behind the board. Behind the goal there. Calgary gets it, brings it out the other way. Missed pass, Camrose picks it up in their defending zone. Looks for a cross-ice pass. Far side, comes in, 2-on-2. Shot into the Calgary corner. Nobody chasing, so Calgary will get an easy pickup. Puck's at center. Calgary spins and gets it down deep into Camrose zone. Camrose there with the puck. Plays it to their blue line. Unable to get it out. Puck's bouncing around. Finally comes out of Camrose zone. Back to the Calgary defenseman. Sabres have the rush here. 3-on-2. Nice little dangle there. Puck shot on goal. Save it. Davis there with a couple saves as the net comes off its moorings. Davis able to stand his ground there with Calgary forward checking hard. and keeping that puck out of the net. Shots 3-1 at the moment for Calgary. 3 minutes gone from this period. Camrose into Winger, picks up the draw, wins the faceoff. Camrose in, 2-on-1 rush. Puck taken around behind the goal. To the corner. Looking for someone to get open, looking for someone to pass to. Cross-ice feed to the defenseman. Shot. Hits Scott square in the chest. Rebound covered up. And there will be a face-off to the right of Scott into Calgary's zone. Good pressure by both teams so far, looking for that first early goal. Calgary with the puck. Loses it. Camrose gets a glorious chance. They're unable to get the pass through. Calgary dumps the Camrose zone. Camrose turns it around, fires it back the other way, and heads it. Oh, Camrose just missed the pass there as they had a good chance to rush there. Puck in the Calgary corner. Camrose pokes it back to his D-man. Looking for somebody who gets open, so he throws it behind the Calgary goal. Camrose in behind the goal to pick that up. Puck comes back to the D. D-man takes the shot, wide of the net. Camrose in, plays it around, keeps it in Calgary's zone. Puck goes behind Calgary's goal. Puck is played to the front of the net. Calgary now takes control behind their own goal. Throws it around the boards. Both teams trying to fill each other out here, knowing what this game means. Camrose takes the puck, dumps it on goal. Scott plays it there and leaves it for his defenseman. Puck is played behind the Calgary goal. Calgary to the blue line, not out. Camrose picks it up, throws it back into the Calgary's corner. Puck just bounced around in there in the corner. Both teams trying to get control. Neither are really getting an advantage at this moment. Puck comes clear. Calgary starts to rush. Can't get it out. Shot on goal. Goals! Calgary tried to get it out of the zone, tried to skate it out. Lost the puck at the blue line. Camrose picks it up, fires a shot low. Scott didn't see it till it was too late, and it is 1-0 Camrose. Camrose, unassisted goal, scored by number 27, Cool Lewis. Picks up that puck, fires it, and Scott did not see it until it was in the back of the cage. Penalty upcoming for a check to the head against Calgary, number 8, Braden Stradeski. So Camrose with a quick goal there now has a chance to make it a 2-0 game here on the power play. This is not the start Calgary wanted, but this is the start Camrose wanted. Face off. Puck is won back to Camrose D. Takes a look for someone to pass around to. Fires it behind the Calgary goaltender. Feeds in front of the net. Pass saved by Scott. Beautiful cycle passing play there by Camrose, and Scott stood tall, keeping it a 1-0 game. No, it's the first period. This just started. No, that's Camrose. Puck went back to the Camrose D. Shot. Square in Scott's chest. He's going to hold on to that one, make sure there's no rebounds. 13 seconds gone from the Camrose. 13 seconds gone from this power play, and Camrose already had 2 glorious scoring chances that Scott said no to. Puck again is won back to the D. Unable to get cleared. Camrose cycles it around. Has the puck in the corner. Looking to the front of the net. One timer from a sharp angle. Scott able to get a stick on it. Puck now played to the Camrose D-line. Blue line, not out. Puck passed around, cycling around. Puck rolls off Camrose stick. Bounces over the Camrose defenseman, and that's going all the way down the ice. Minute 25 here left in Camrose power play. Good pressure here by both teams. Camrose applying some pressure, trying to get that second goal here. And Calgary doing a good job making sure they don't. Camrose breaks in, 2-on-1, pass over. Oh, nobody even seen that pass come until it was too late, but missed the net on that shot. Camrose really working here on the power play. Cross-ice feed, shot, wide of the net. Minute 3 here left in the power play. Camrose really pressuring for that second goal here. Back to the D. Passes over to the center of the ice. Shot is blocked. Rebound. Camrose gets it deep in the Calgary corner. Calgary just backing off and letting them just pass that puck around, just trying to block the seams, make sure nothing gets through. Pass across, shot, blocker save. Puck knocked down with the high stick. That got behind Scott, but did not cross the line because the Calgary defender knocking that down with the stick. Pass across, missed net. 33 seconds here left in the Camrose power play. Puck to the blue line. Down low, pass across. Net comes off its moorings. Cross ice feed. Camrose tries to do, and net comes off its moorings, and they had an empty shot. Did that not come off? So good play by the goaltender taking that net off. Calgary wins the faceoff to the blue line, not out. Camrose picks up the puck deep in the Calgary corner. 20 seconds left here in this power play. Feeds to the D. Shot from the D, blocked by Calgary, and that puck comes all the way down to the Camrose blue line. 10 seconds here left in the Camrose power play. Still up 1-0. Puck is sent the length of the ice, and this is going to touch the goal, so no icing. Camrose digging in hard. Penalty is over. Back to even strength hockey. Good pressure there by Camrose. Unable to find the back of the net. Camrose works around the corner here. Looking for somebody to get open. Calgary throws behind their own goal. Gets to the blue line and able to get it out. Camrose turns around and dumps it right back in. Shots currently 7-3 for Camrose. Puck comes to the blue line and out. Camrose has to exit the zone and gives a chance to Calgary to move the puck around. Calgary with it. Missed pass, and that's heading all the way down the ice for icing. Camrose all over Dallas right now. Camrose all over Calgary right now. Outshooting them 7-3. The 1-0 lead here. 7 minutes gone in the first period of play. To the blue line, not out. Puck is played behind the Calgary goal. Puck bouncing around in there. Nobody able to quite get it free yet. Still tied up against the boards. Both teams digging hard, trying to get that puck out. Puck is buried, and it is still buried. Camrose finally is able to dig it out. Gets to the front of that. No shot. Blocked before it gets there. Camrose picks it up. Looks around for a pass. Goes for a little skate. Fires it down. Passes her off. Puck left there and open. Scott with a save. Second save. Scott keeping that puck out. Furious pressure here by the Camrose Vikings. Got one by them, but they haven't got a second one yet, and they're still applying tremendous pressure. Calgary's back on their heels here, trying to get something going, and this camera is really fast right now. Calgary's almost stunned, seem to be moving in slow motion here. Camrose wins the faceoff. Shot from the D, deflected and wide to the corner. Camrose picks it up, played to the blue line, not out. Kept in by Camrose. Played to the Calgary corner, cycling it around. Both teams in there battling hard in the corner, trying to get that puck free. Calgary comes up with it, makes the pass. All the way to center. 3-on-2 back the other way for Calgary. Pass to the center. Puck bounced around in there. And Davis covers up. Hasn't really seen a lot of action so far, Davis has. But he was sharp there, making sure that puck's not going anywhere except for in his glove. Face-off coming up to the left-hand side of Davis here. Calgary looking to get back into this game. They need a quick one here to tie this up. Camrose with the face-off win, and they clear the puck all the way down. And this is not going to be icing. Scott out to play it as Camrose had a breakaway but could not catch up to the puck. Beautiful play there by Scott, keeping Camrose from getting a nice breakaway chance there. Puck behind the Calgary goal. Camrose in the corner, battling hard to pick that up. Camrose gets behind the Calgary goal. Still looking for someone up front to get that pass to. Play to the blue line, not out. Cross ice speed, slap shot, goal! Camrose cross ice speed, slap shot one-timer, high, glove side on Scott, unable to snag it, and Camrose is up 2-0. Waiting for the official call to see who got the goals and the assists on that play. So Camrose goal scored by number 14, Lucas Winnick, with the assist number 16, Ethan McKindle, and number 27, Cole Lewis. That's Lewis's second of the game so far. Second point so far. Sorry, my apologies. Calgary with the shot. Davis turns to the side. Puck is played to the Camrose corner. To the blue line. Kept in, not out. Puck is sent behind the Camrose goal. In to pick it up. Takes a hit there, but still able to get that puck out of the blue line. Camrose comes back. Dumped that puck to Calgary blue line, just inside the blue line. Looking around, trying to get that pass straight through. Able to poke it. Can he get the stick on it? No, but Camrose unable to clear the zone. Calgary with the puck on the blue line, keeping it in. Both teams battling hard, trying to keep that puck in that zone. And the puck bounces out of play. And the faceoff will be outside as the puck was last touched by White.
Well, Dallas, we got a real good game here, too. By the looks of it, Camrose came to play, and Calgary is on their heels.
Yeah, no, pardon me, Camrose definitely know what this game means. Winner of this game, like I said, will most likely finish second in the pool, whereas third place will most likely be playing for consolation prizes, where that second place team will still get a chance to walk home as champions. So this is a huge game, huge implications, and Camrose right now is just playing like they want it more. They're playing a harder, stronger, faster team, and they're definitely outplaying Calgary. They're all over them. Game is still early though, up for grabs. There's only 10 minutes gone from the first period. 2-0 Camrose, but right now it seems to be all Camrose. Camrose comes in 2-on-2, takes the puck to the corner, takes a hit, but still able to control that puck. Takes the goal behind the Calgary goal. Puck bounced around in there. Puck still loose. Someone trying to get a stick on it. Puck makes its way to Scott, and he will cover that up. Face off upcoming here to the right-hand side of Scott. And Calgary is able to win it. They will throw the puck behind their own goal. Defenseman gets it, and he clears it. This looks like it's going to be the length of the ice, and that's going to be icing. Yes, it is. That's going to be icing, and they're sending it way back down to Calgary's zone. Good try there. Just a little bit too much mustard on that shot. Otherwise, that Calgary forward definitely had a chance of getting a nice little breakaway shot there.
Well, Dallas, I got a little treat for the people between the first and second period.
What do you have for us there, Blake?
I tell you, I got an interview with the head scout from Tri-City Americans, and Barclay Pernita. He's going to be up here and explain how the Americans work the end of it.
Looking forward to it. That's going to be fantastic. Camrose with a shot there. Scott sees it all the way, covers that up. So yeah, that's right, folks. Stick around during the intermission. We're going to have Tri-City coach or scout Barclay up here talking with myself and Blake. Face off to the right of Scott again, deep in the Calgary zone. Shots now 11 for Camrose. Calgary able to win that puck, but they put it right back on goal. Scott had to be quick there to knock that aside. Puck is played now to the Calgary corner. Thrown behind the net. Look at me pass that around. Puck bouncing all over the place in front of Scott. Nobody able to get a stick on it. Calgary finally does. To the blue line, not out. Puck still bouncing around. And Calgary finally gets it out. Camrose has penalty upcoming. That's going to be number 17 on Camrose. 2 minutes for tripping.
Yeah, Calgary kind of had a half breakaway, and 17 he was beat, so he had to haul him down.
Yep, lazy penalty there. And with all the momentum Camrose is playing there, you don't need to take that penalty.
No, you definitely don't, Dallas. That's something that you could avoid.
Oh no, that's definitely an undisputed penalty here. Anyways, point is viewed. Calgary here on the power play. Calgary gets it down to Camrose zone. Minute 45 here left on the power play. Puck in the Camrose near corner.
Number 17, Parker Kelly, 2 minutes for tripping. Time to penalty 8:56.
Yes, that is the official call there. 2 minutes for tripping. Number 17 from Camrose, Parker Kelly. And the puck is held along the boards. They're going to blow that play dead and take a face-off inside the Camrose zone.
Well, I see the referees warning the captain from Calgary for something down there. Dallas, did you see what it was?
They're skirmishing and roughing after the whistle. He's just letting them know early he's not going to tolerate any of that. No cheapness after the whistle. Puck shot out of play, and that's going to head back to the Camrose zone deep in the right-hand side of Davis. Yeah, no, he's just letting the players know that he's not going to be taking any of that roughhousing after the whistle, and he's going to be calling instant penalties there. So he's letting them know early in the game that he's got control and he's not losing it. So that's good to see by the official there. Puck is played all the way down to the Calgary goal. Scott out to play it. Leads it for his defenseman. Minute 20 here left of Calgary power play. Puck missed the pass, and that's going to head all the way down, and that's icing against Calgary.
You know, Calgary just doesn't just have it. They're unorganized at this time. What's going on, Dallas?
I think the game's starting to get to them. They know how big this game is, and they know what implications this has. And in my opinion, I think they're starting to let it get to them. Their passing's off. They're not in their lanes. They're out of position. They're just not playing their game that they were earlier. And I honestly believe that this game's starting to get to them. Yeah, it's been a long weekend already, but I think Calgary's just starting to run out of gas, and they're just getting those nerves and jitters back. Puck played behind the Calgary goal. 50 seconds left here in the Calgary power play. Pass to center of the ice. Able to get a stick on it, deflected down goal. With the save is Davis, and Camrose sends it way down the back the other way. Scott had to be sharp there to make sure that one didn't sweep by him. 38 seconds left. Calgary with the puck. Trying to get something going here. 35 seconds left in the power play. Puck comes out. Camrose. Calgary picks it up. Goes D to D. Camrose picks it off. And on a short-handed break. Shot high and wide. He had that glove side picked, and he was unable to hit that twine. Calgary back the other way. Camrose, nice poke there. Stopping the 2-on-2 rush. Puck is played down to Calgary zone. Calgary just turns and fires it down to Camrose, trying to get deep. Big hit there by Camrose. Huge hit by number 20. Nick Mante. Just laying out the Calgary forechecker. And that's going to pretty much do it for this power play. Camrose over the blue line. Shot. Save Scott. Rebound. Puck bouncing all over the place. Another hit by Camrose. They are just all over the place right now. Puck behind the goal. Camrose picks it up in the near corner here. Looking for someone to pass to. Calgary blocks that pass. Puck bouncing all over the place. Finally gets out of the zone. Calgary gets something going on. Camrose blocks that pass. Puck bouncing around center ice. Calgary trying to get through. He's got the shot through. One-on-one break. Shot. Square into the chest of Davis, and he's going to hold on to that.
Dallas, that wasn't much of a save, but he had it all the way. If he can see it, he's a big goaltender for Calgary.
He is. He's a big goaltender. He's hasn't had to face a lot of trouble, though. We've only had 5 shots against him so far this game, so maybe he's starting to fall asleep on here. So he's just a shot like that's good to get him back into the game. Just let him hit him square in the chest and cover that up.
Yeah, he's got to stay focused. That's a key. You're right.
Yeah, and Calgary takes a penalty after the whistle here. Captains were warned about it, and they didn't want to listen. So let's see what we got here. Waiting for the official call, see what's going on here. Here we go. So puck played onto Calgary. Scott covers up, not letting it going. A little bit more roughhousing there. They're starting to get stuff going. These guys are starting to get this game back together. Brings up the hitting. Calgary penalty to number 18. Jason Lane, 2 minutes for checking to the head. Calgary wins the faceoff in their zone to the blue line and able to get it out. Minute 50 here left in the power play with 6:10 left in the first period of play. Camrose brings in a huge hit in front of the blue line. He's hurting. His mouth guard's in his nose. He doesn't seem to. He's in a bit of a daze, but he's up. He's skating. Minute 30 here left in this Camrose power play. That was a huge hit there. He's number 10 gets the puck back after that big hit. He's still up there. He's skating. He's trying to get something going. Puck is played down to Calgary corner. Minute 20 here left here in the power play. Cross ice speed bounces over the stick of the Camrose. Playing D to D. Puck sent down to the corner. Tries to get cross ice. Bounce behind the net. Camrose there behind the goal. looking for somebody to get open. Cross ice feed. Beautiful feed cross ice. Puck rolled off the stick of the Camrose defender. He had the whole case shootout. Nobody seen that one coming until it was too late, but lucky for Calgary. Puck rolled off his stick. He's unable to get the shot away. So 54 seconds here left as Camrose brings it back from their zone. Camrose gets a deep puck, bouncing around. Weird shot. Calgary tries to clear it. They shoot off their own guy. Bounces off and just about goes into Calgary net. Knocks the net off its moorings. Lucky bounce there for Calgary, as that could have turned out to be very bad.
Yeah, you're right, Dallas. That could have been a sure goal there. But, luck has it that stayed out.
No, most definitely there. Camrose wins the puck back to the D. Cycling around, looking for somebody to get open. Puck play to the corner, bounces, shot in front. Scott sees that all the way, he covers that up. Good pass from the corner to the front of the net, able to get the shot off, but Scott said no way.
Yeah, Calgary's defensive right now. They gotta get something going here. They're not seeing the puck. And they're not defending the goaltender.
No, exactly. They're weak on the puck right now. The game's getting to them, and Camrose is able to do pretty much everything they want. Yeah, they're on the power play too, but Camrose is just right now walking all over them. Shot, save, rebound. Scott, 3 saves there on the power play. Sent to the front of the net. Calgary gets it, and that has cleared the length of the ice. So with 6 seconds here left in the power play, that's probably much going to do it for Camrose's power play. Calgary will survive this one, but they got to be thanking Scott for that one. Shots now 16-5 for Camrose. Shots now 16-5 for Camrose. Big hit behind the goal, and Calgary player is down behind the net, and he's hurting. Check from behind.
Oh, that's a bad one there for Calgary. He's down. Yeah, it was a bad one.
Yeah. Nope, Calgary player is hurting. Number 5 hurting deep in that corner. And Camrose's captain, number 4 is what it looks like.
Yeah, I think you're right, Dallas. I think he's gone. Is he gone?
It's a check from behind, so he's out of this game.
He's out of the game.
And it is number 4, so Camrose loses their captain. This could come back to hurt them. 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're right. It could come back and hurt them, but it might shake up Calgary and say, hey, listen, boys, let's gather ourselves up and let's go.
Yep. So Camrose's captain, number 4, Kyler Charchun, gets a 5-minute major and a game misconduct for checking from behind. If Calgary wants back in this game, now is the time to do it.
Yeah, you're right, Dallas. If Calgary wants to bounce back, this is the time, and I'm sure they could do it.
Almost. Let's see what they have here. Number 5 for Calgary, Olsen Warenka, is up off the boards. He is skating dazed. He is hurting. He's probably heading to the dressing room to be checked out. That was an ugly shot from behind. No, he's staying on the bench.
Dallas, they're tough. They're a tough group of boys there. That number 10 got a real bad one too, but he stayed on for Camrose.
Yeah, no, he took a huge hit and he stayed in, and then they went in. Well, I think that was redemption. That hit on number 5 there. Camrose seen that hit on number 10. He was able to get up, and Camrose wanted some redemption, and they went back, and they hit Calgary hard, but unfortunately, it was a bit of a cheap shot as he got him scoring the numbers, and their captain is done for this game.
Dallas, I didn't get the number that's taken the penalty for his captain, but he's sitting in there for 5 minutes.
Yep, guaranteed sitting in there for 5 minutes as it is a 5-minute major. As it is a guaranteed 5 minutes as it is a 5-minute major. He will be in there. Camrose dumps down the puck. This could be the make or break moment of this game. Yes, it's still early here in the first period, but you get a 5-minute power play with the team losing their captain. You have to be able to capitalize. If you're not able to capitalize on that, it's not going to end up looking too good. Camrose with the puck, and they're dumping it down. Soft dump just to kill some time off that clock. 4:35 left in the Calgary power play, with 3:45 left in the first period. Calgary carries it over. Camrose gets the puck just inside their own blue line. Gets the puck alongside the boards. Both teams fighting for that puck. Puck is still against the boards. To the blue line. Calgary with the shot. Misses. Puck bouncing all over the place. Calgary off the post. Back to the D. Fires on goal. And Davis with the glove save. That puck really bouncing there from that deep D blue line. A couple shots there. One off the post. Glove save. And that puck really bouncing. So still a 2-0 lead for Camrose with 4:08 left on their penalty kill. But Calgary's got some pressure now after that hit. Camrose able to get the puck, and they are able to get it all the way down. That's going to head right on Scott. Scott gets it, plays it up to his defenseman. Passing around, and missed pass, and Calgary throws it right down to Camrose. Sends it up to the center, and Camrose able to get it all the way back down the ice. Scott out to play it to leave for his defenseman. 3:45 here left in the power play for Calgary. Passing that puck around, trying to get something here going. Trying to get at least one here on this 5-minute major. Cycling the puck around low. Someone wide open, shot, hits the side of the post. Wide open in front of the net, and got the shot away, found on it, and ends up hitting the side of the net here. Calgary brings it back over, trying to get something going here. Pass back to the D. Calgary plays it to the corner. Puck still loose around the corner here. Calgary with it on the blue line. Walks in with the shot. Stop. Not on goal. To the blue line and out. 2:53 here left in the Calgary power play. 2 minutes left in the first period. Calgary getting some chances here. Unable to beat Davis so far. They brought the shots back closer. Once down 16-3. We're now up. Only being outshot 16-7. Camrose with the puck. Picks it up behind the goalie. Down there, forechecking hard, shorthanded, trying to get something going. Calgary able to dig that puck out. Brings it up to the... No, he loses it at his blue line. Calgary with the puck in their own zone, trying to get something going here, trying to find an open seam, get a passing lane going. As this 5-minute major is more than half over. Cross ice speed, Calgary, fans on the shot, deflected wide. Puck behind the Camrose goal. Camrose with the puck. Gets a clear shot, and he ices that puck. Scott gets it, throws it all the way back up the ice. 3-on-3 down low for Calgary. Trying to get something going here quick before this period ends up. Puck is played to the blue line. Pass D to D. Shot deflection, that hits the outside of the net. Less than a minute here in the first period of play. Minute 45 left in Calgary's power play. Puck comes out. Calgary turns around. Tries to get something going. Lays along the sideboards. Puck still there, digging along the sideboards. Both teams digging, trying to get that out of there. Puck comes free. Move to the blue line. Penalty coming up to Camrose. And Camrose finally touches the puck, and there's going to be a penalty. Up and coming to Camrose. Yeah, no penalty. So Camrose now is going to face a 1 minute and 17 second 5-on-3. This is going to be a big power play for Calgary there with lots of ice out there. Greatly outnumbering Camrose. 30 seconds left in this period. Calgary is going to try and get at least one here. Start coming back in this game. Shot. Saved by Davis. Deflected high into the crowd.
Camrose penalty number 15, Brendan Davis, 2 minutes for slashing. Having the penalty, 19:30.
So yes, Camrose penalty to give Calgary the 5-on-3. Number 15. 15, Ethan Mickend. So, number 15, Brennan Davis got the penalty, 2 minutes for slashing. There was an issue there. That clock was not started after the whistle. So Calgary able to score there, but we're going to see how much time ends up getting taken off the clock.
Well, I'm sure there was time left in the clock.
So do I. I don't think it was the full 30 seconds. No, they're going to say that they did not push it for 20 seconds. So that goal is going to count. So it is going to 9 seconds left in the first period. So that goal is going to count. Calgary makes the 1-goal game with 10 seconds here left in the first period. Scored on the 5-on-3. 5-on-4 now.
Calgary goal scored by number 12, Aaron Camrose, assisted number 8.
Puck is sent down deep.
Number 9, Zach
Calgary really buzzing, trying to get another one here. And with 0.4 seconds left here, Davis is able to cover that puck up.
12-8-9. 12-8-9.
Thank you, yes. Calgary goal scored on the 5-on-3 power play, scored by number 12, Eric Lemire. Assists number 8, Braden Stradeski, and number 9, Zachary Hayes. So
Well,
Calgary,
Dallas, this seems to be a real good period, this last one. Calgary's starting to bounce back because of penalties that Camrose is getting themselves into. And, you know, like you said earlier, they're going to let them get back into the game. And, you know, that's a wrong thing to do, Dallas.
no, you got a 2-0 lead there, and you take 2 penalties like that. Give a great team who's on the brink of elimination, a 5-on-3. They're going to come out firing. They're going to come up strong. Calgary able to get one there, and they still have 46 seconds of power play time left as soon as the second period starts up. But after one period of play, Camrose up 2-1 against Calgary, outshooting them 17-9. Now we have our special guest here, Mr. Barkley from the Tri-City Americans, come to join us up here.
Yes, Mr. Barkley, how do you pronounce your last name? It's American name, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's Parnetta. So
Oh,
it's
Pernetta. I'm very
way
sorry.
back Italian. That's all right.
Good Italian
Liaison,
name.
I guess.
With me, I got from Tri-Cities Americans, a head scout, and I believe on your card it also says prospect development coach.
Correct.
That is a big title. Can you explain to me what all this means to us Canadians here that's watching?
Well, I am a Canadian. I actually live in Tsawwassen, British Columbia, but my responsibilities for the Tri-City Americans include I cover the Bantam draft. I run and put the kids in order, and that's what brings me to Medicine Hat this weekend is we're starting to build our lists and put everything together to build for the Bantam draft, which is in May. My other duties include watching Western Leagues for trades. I deal with contracts. Pretty well anything outside of the day-to-day activity of the actual team is what I do and coordinate.
Barkley, you got a job. Explain to us what you're looking for, what you're going to do after this valuation. I call it a valuation. It's a good word for it. What are you looking for?
Well, I mean, obviously players that stand out, that do something unique. They have qualities that are different than anybody else. Kids that score, stats are important, but also there's players that add other things and other aspects of the game. You know, that they're gritty, they're hard-nosed. You know, it's like putting a car together. You need so many different pieces to make it run, and we're looking for all those different pieces. We're trying to identify characteristics that we value highly, that we've been successful with in the past, and that's what we try to sort of look for in these young kids.
Fantastic. Sounds like a real job. Let's talk a little bit about Barkley. How did you come into this very important position? And was it who you knew, what you knew, or just let us know what? How did you become a scout?
Well, you know what? I've been doing it for a long time, over 23 years, and actually, oddly enough, my very first scouting job was with the Medicine Hat Tigers.
No kidding.
And I was a young man, and I came to spring camp, and Jack Shoup was the general manager at the time, and you had a head scout by the name of Bob McGill, who now works at Edmonton, who happened to hire me.
Wow.
So I was lucky enough to get an opportunity with them, and living in Vancouver, you know, at that time, they were really focused on kids in Alberta and sort of in the prairie provinces, but by working for them led to a job working for the Americans. I played junior hockey. I played a little bit of Western League, not a lot, more so in the junior A leagues in British Columbia. That sort of transpired into passion. I loved it. I had a full-time job at the time. I continued on scouting part-time. Eventually I worked my way. I worked for the Vancouver Giants. I worked for the Tri-City Americans. And I was lucky enough to work in the NHL for 7 years. So
You're
I
kidding.
worked for the St. Louis Blues for 5 years
No
and
kidding.
Phoenix Coyotes for 2. And I was in Phoenix when the bankruptcy happened, and that's sort of what led me to Tri-Cities.
And Wayne Gretzky and yourself, you must have had a couple of pops with him.
Yeah, we did. It was interesting because Wayne was a coach my first year, and I got to actually spend time. It was a little bit unusual. I tried to treat him like anybody else, and I'm there to do a job, and I hope you respected that. It's not like I'm on the phone or texting him anymore. Not even sure if he'd recognize me if I walked by him in the airport. But you know what? It was a great experience. It was really to see a player of that caliber in person and be around him. It was, I just tried to take everything I liked about him and sort of incorporate into what I do every day. He really loves the game and gives back to it.
Very interesting. Barkley, I wish I was you. Because right now...
Don't say that, because I'm also accountable. So not everybody's a good pick. Sometimes things don't work out. So.
Yeah, right. You're a family man, of course.
Yes, I am.
And you don't spend much time at home. I'm sure you don't.
More so than you might imagine. The job allows me to do a little more. But yeah, no, I'm on the road probably 125, 135 nights a year.
Oh my gosh. There's
good benefits, though. I get Marriott points, Sandman points, so I get free hotel rooms to go on vacations with.
And a big family.
Well, no, just one daughter and a wife.
Okay. There you go. And a dog.
The Scruffy stays at home.
There you go. I hate to go right into your personal life, but is it paid good for a caliber man like yourself?
I like to think so. I think that it's a business, and like any business, good people get paid when you're good at what you do. So
very good.
I don't think I would be doing this otherwise. However, it is a passion, and a lot of people do it for a passion, and they're not looking. That's the wrong reason to get into it. Right. But once you have experience and success, hopefully you're rewarded for it with it financially.
You bet. Let's get back to the selection of the players. From here, and you're interested in the player, who approach the players' parents? I know they haven't got agents at this age. Maybe the odd boy, but what goes from here? You're interested, the Tri-Cities are interested in this John Blow, and what do you do? How do you get them?
Well, it's a long process. I mean, we start early in the year. We start identifying players, and then we continue to track them and monitor their progress or whether they digress. And as we get close to the draft, we identify maybe 100 kids or so, and we'll contact them through. We have an internet questionnaire. Our scouts in the arenas, we have 17 scouts throughout the sort of western area that we're allowed to scout in, and they'll make contact with coaches, start a network, talk to parents, and we'll start to research them. So it's really, we're really in the infancy at this point, and so many kids at this age change by the time the draft comes. So often you really don't know what you're getting until really close to the draft. So you just continue to work on it, massage your list, and sort of track and follow the kids. And you want the kids that are on the upswing. You want the kids that are improving, the kids you think are getting bigger, stronger, and smarter.
Right. And like you said, it sounds like a long process.
It is. It's a real long process.
So with that being said, what do you do from here? Do you go back to your office and say, John Blow is good, let's get interested with the boy, or...
No, we have computer programs. It's called RinkNet, and every team in the Western Hockey League uses it, but everybody sort of makes it their own, and it's unique to each team. And we have a criteria team. The scouts build lists, and it's a continual process all through the year. And what we'll do often, in our case, we'll sit down with our group of scouts that have attended the tournaments, and we'll go through every team, and we'll talk about every individual player and try to point out the ones that we'd like to track, the ones that have improved that we've already identified, continue to follow, and that process goes, it's pretty well the same for each tournament. We'll have a conference call at one point in the year, maybe midway, and we'll sort of discuss each province individually, and I'll have a few of our leadership group will stay on the call for the entire thing, but other provinces will just come in and out as their provinces are called up.
Oh boy.
And we'll follow that up with all the U16 tournaments leading up to the draft, and again, still working on that list and massaging it, and and getting it down to a number that we think is manageable and targeting the kids that we're really interested in.
Sounds fantastic job.
Really it's you know what, it's come a long way in the last 10 years. It really is I mean,
I got one more point I'd like to get your feeling on. Calgary's having a tournament right now as we speak. What's your thoughts of having two major bantam tournaments in the same province? Isn't it tough for you people to cover? And
well, it becomes harder, yes, but any chance it gives a player an opportunity to be seen by scouts, I think it's all good. Now, however it works out isn't up to me,
Yes.
and the dates and the times, but you know what? Exposure for the kids and helping promote the kids is the best thing possible, no matter what you're doing.
Good answer. Good answer. And I feel strongly the same way. Barkley, it's been a pleasure, and I hope I can talk to you again Sunday maybe. And
Yeah.
thanks for coming
to meet you.
and having this interview with me.
Awesome. Thank
Everybody else said no, 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 but Barkley says,
you. That's right. Yes.
Sure.
Sure. Why not?
thanks, Barkley.
Thanks.
You bet.
Sir.
Thank you very much.
I think he just left. This is the Calgary one. Yeah, they just left. He just left the Calgary program up here. No, this. He left the Calgary program up here.
Did somebody give you a Calgary program?
I think that was Barkley. He left that up here.
Barkley give it to him.
Yeah. I don't think he gave it. I don't know if he gave it to us or if he accidentally left it up here. Welcome back, fans. Getting ready to start here the second period between the Camrose Vikings and the Calgary North Star Sabres. Quick recap of that first period. Camrose had the pressure for the longest time. Took a bad penalty where they ended up losing their captain for the game for a check from behind. Calgary able to get one back with 10 seconds left in the first period to make it a 2-1 hockey game. Calgary going to continue coming out strong on it. They're going to come out fighting, try and get one. They still have another 46 seconds here left on the power play. Calgary's going to try and get another one. Tie this game up quick here. And see what they can do. Camrose wins the face-off, and they clear it all the way down the ice. 37 seconds here left in the Calgary power play. Calgary cycling around their own zone. Puck is played in front of Scott. Scott leaves it for his defenseman. Calgary starts the breakout rush. 2-on-3. Comes into the center. Has the puck roll off his stick, played to the near boards. Puck comes to the blue line, and that will sneak out. 15 seconds here left in the Calgary power play. Puck comes all the way back down to the Calgary zone. 10 seconds left here. Calgary brings the puck over the blue line, gets the pass in front. Puck rolls off his stick, unable to get the shot there, and Camrose is out of the box. Pass to the front, unable to get there. So Calgary able to get one there of that 5-on-3, and had within the 5-minute major. Still 2-1 here, though, for Camrose, with 1 minute gone from the second period. Camrose gets the puck coming, 2-on-3. Puck to the center. Can't quite get by the last defenseman. Calgary turns around and heads the other direction. Calgary gets the puck, dumps it deep. Weird bounce, ends up on the back of the net behind Camrose goaltender. Camrose picks up the puck, gets to the blue line, and not out. Turnover. Camrose gets the puck, regains control, and is able to get it out of this game. Camrose brings the puck over to Calgary zone. 1-on-4. Fires a shot high and wide. Puck rims around the boards, now behind the Calgary goal. Puck to the blue line, not out, kept in by Camrose. Looking for someone. Fans on the clear pass attempt. Camrose comes back to the red line. Puck bouncing around there. Nope. Camrose gets the puck and they put it deep into the Calgary zone. Back and forth action here. Calgary down 2-1 as they start the rush up their own zone. Get over the blue line, fires a shot. And did that squeak through? That did too squeak through. I thought Davis had it in his glove, and that squeaked through the hole between his armpit and his glove, and we have a brand new 2-2 hockey game. Goal scored by number 14 of Calgary, Jonathan Hayter, unassisted. Came in, fired a wrist shot, and squeaked through Davis. That just proves there, ladies and gentlemen, miss 100% of the shots you don't take. You don't put it on goal. You know, you throw it on that goal, anything can happen there, and it just squeaked through Davis, and we got a brand new hockey game here.
Dallas, we just seen what would happen if you shoot that puck on goal. You're right. It's a brand new hockey game.
Digging in there on Scott, able to cover up, keep that puck out. But yeah, just put that puck on goal. You never know what's going to happen. Hayter just did that, and he's just tied up this hockey game in a huge game. That's pretty much winner take all. Puck still in the face-off dot. Played to the blue line. Camrose able to keep it in. Fans on the dump attempt. Calgary breaks out 3-on-2. Pass far side. Brings it over across. Throws it all the way behind the goal. This is coming out to the blue line. Camrose able to. No, yes, they're able to pick that up. Start a rush. Get the puck out of their zone. Calgary with the puck. Back the other way. 3-on-1. Puck bouncing around. Unable to get an opportunity there. As Calgary had a 3-on-1 opportunity, puck bounced around and then able to do anything with it. Puck bouncing around. Camrose gets it out to the Calgary blue line. Calgary tries to get off the boards. Hits the Camrose defender. Puck played to the blue line and it is out. Calgary back the other way. 2-on-2 rush. And that's going to be offside.
You know, Dallas, I tell you what. I'm convinced that Camrose is really hurting because of the number 4 captain is out of the game. They're unorganized at this time. They got no firepower. They're scrambling.
No, definitely. I agree with you 100% on that one. The loss of their captain early in this game is a huge turning point. It could end up being the turning point of this game, seeing as how it finalizes and how the rest of this game goes. But no, definitely. Up 2-0. You lose your captain. You major in a game misconduct. You give Calgary a 5-on-3. That's going to hurt you. That's definitely going to hurt you. Puck's played to the front of the net. Puck's still loose. Banging around. Puck's still loose. Tossed in front. Scott with 3 or 4 saves there, making sure that puck does not get across that goal line. Camrose still digging, trying to get that puck in behind Scott. Come to the blue line, but not out. Calgary finally gets it out over that blue line. Comes in. Big hit there in the neutral zone. Good clean hit there. Puck is played to the Camrose blue line. Comes out. Camrose here with the 2-on-2 rush. Tries to get that deep. Deflects it in and goes for a change. Shots now 21-2 for Camrose. Or 21-10, sorry. For Camrose here in the second period. Score 2-2. Puck in the corner there. Camrose able to dig it out. Played to the blue line. Bounces over his stick. Calgary giving chase, and he's just shy. Just about had a break there. Puck played to the Camrose line. Everyone's skating around trying to get something going. Camrose carries it in. 3-on-4. Camrose plays the puck now. Look for someone to give it to something. Drop pass to the defenseman. Fire slap shot. Goal. Rebound. 2 big saves there by Scott, keeping this a tied game. Puck is played to the blue line and out. Camrose gets that and dumps it right back in the Calgary zone. Puck behind the Calgary goal. Camrose giving chase, trying to keep this pressure going and get that lead back in this game. Weird bounce off the glass there. Calgary gets able to get the puck and there, dump it down to Camrose zone. Camrose with the puck, able to get it out over the blue line, unable to get some sort of rush going. Now they're able to pick it up and they get that puck deep in the Calgary zone. Scott out to play it behind his goal. Throws it along the boards, racing for the blue line, but it's not going to get out. Kept in. Now Calgary back the other way. Calgary throws the puck down. Camrose able to pick up the puck behind their goal and head back the other direction. Looking for someone to pass to. He's going to take it himself. Skate across that red line. Get it over the blue line. Takes it behind Calgary's goal. Look for someone to get open. Fires it back to the D. Gives it back to him. Cycling that puck around. Looking for someone to get a pass open to. Camrose cycling that puck really well. Unable to get nice short shot there. Puck's in the center of the net. Can't get through. Shot from the D. Shot. Scott sees it clearly and hold on to cover that one.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Calgary's starting to bounce back. The play's been in Calgary's area. Camrose, they're coming back. A little touch, but they're coming back.
Yeah, they've woken up after that. The end of the first period that didn't quite go their way. They're starting to come back now. They've woken up again. They brushed it off. They're battling hard now. They've got life again. They know it's still a tied game, and they know it's still anyone's game, and they're bound and determined to make sure that it's theirs as they play the puck behind the Calgary goal. Come around the boards. Camrose in to pick up the puck. Play to the blue line. Not out. Shot. Blocked it. Sent wide to the corner. Calgary tried the breakout pass. Unable to connect. Camrose throws it back deep to the Calgary zone. Camrose looking for someone to get open. High backhand pass. No one there, so the puck is played deep to Camrose corner. Puck to the blue line. Kept in by Camrose. Racker on the boards. Sent back to the corner. Camrose unable to keep that puck in. Puck bouncing all over the place. Camrose with a cross ice pass. 2-2. 2-on-2 coming in. Pass across. Camrose. Good try. Unable to curl that puck in. 3-on-1 back the other way as Calgary just dumps it in. Camrose unable to curl that puck there on that glorious 3-on-2 chance. Puck played to the high sideboard, still in Camrose zone. Finally out and down to the Calgary blue line. Puck bounced over a stick. Camrose, the hit. That's going to go offside. Camrose on it, not touching it, letting Calgary bring it out. Avoiding the offside. Calgary gets to the red line. Plays it to Camrose blue line, and it comes out offside. Calgary trying to cycle it around, get that puck deep into Camrose zone. Going D to D, cross ice pass, deflected. Beautiful pass deflection there, but unable to keep up with it. Camrose heads back the other way. 2-on-3 over the blue line. Stopped there, kept in, not over the blue line. Camrose throws it deep into his Calgary corner. Behind the goal, Camrose trying to pick up that puck behind the net. Camrose digs it loose, looking for someone to pass to. Still playing with it there in the corner. Behind Calgary goal, trying to find someone to get open to pass that puck to. Pass in front, fans on the shot. Calgary picks it up, able to get that puck out. And we got a penalty coming up here to Camrose. It's going to be 2 minutes here for hooking.
You know, Dallas, he had to do it because if he didn't do that, goodbye Calgary.
Yeah, and he knew as soon as he went down that he was heading the box. He looked up, looked straight at the ref, and he knew that he was heading there for. He got the hooking call. So
like
Calgary heading back.
Like I said, he had to do it.
Oh no, that's a good penalty. He got beat and he had to haul him down, so Calgary didn't get the breakaway there. So Camrose penalty to number 15. Brendan Davis, 2 minutes for hooking.
Brendan Davis, 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 11:47.
Although that is his second penalty of the game there, Blake. He's got to start discipline up in here. Yeah, that was a good penalty, but you can't be taking penalties, and he's got 2 already this game.
No, you're right, Dallas, but you know, he's dependent on the rest of the boys. That goaltender is hard to beat.
Oh, no, definitely. And Camrose plays it deep to Calgary zone along the far side board. Calgary trying to get fast open. Down the other way, 3-on-2. Calgary looking for someone to get open here. Take advantage of this power play and take a lead in this game. Pass D to D. Shot down, can't get through. Camrose gets it, takes it, looks for the pass, feeds it to number 12. Short-handed breakaway, shot, save! Scott with a nice pad save here on a short-handed break by Camrose. 1 minute left here in the Calgary power play. Good chance there for Camrose. Unable to score short-handed, but nice to get that puck out of their zone and kill that puck. Calgary comes back the other way, gets the puck over the red line. Trying to get to Camrose. Big hit there. Fans on the puck. Still deep in the Camrose zone, and they were able to get that all the way down the ice. 42 seconds here left in Calgary's power play. bodies really starting to fly now as each team's trying to throw the big hits, get the momentum, get the advantage going. Camrose picks it up, pass ahead of him. Scott plays it to the corner, 1-on-4, avoids the hit. In with wheels is there as Camrose trying to get a shot here, short-handed. 22 seconds here. Puck goes behind the Calgary goal. Puck now played to the Calgary corner. Trying to get a cross-ice pass, get something going here. Camrose just really buzzing here, short-handed. They wanted that short-handed goal here. 8 seconds here left in the penalty. Looks like Camrose is going to kill this one off as there is only 2 seconds left. Yes, Camrose is now out of the box. Even strength. Beautiful chances both ways. Nobody able to capitalize, so we're still at a 2-2 game. Calgary with the puck. Dumps it all the way down the ice. I don't know why Davis came out to play that. That could have been icing. He had a nice face-off advantage, but here we go. Oh, it works out in their favor as Calgary has a penalty coming up for 2 minutes for tripping.
Yeah, you're right, Dallas. Excuse me. Calgary's going to go to the sin bin there for 2 minutes for tripping. That could be dangerous for Calgary because Camrose is just knocking on the door, waiting for the chance.
No, exactly. And they are unable to score there on... Calgary unable to score on their power play. Now they're giving Camrose a chance. And that's penalty number 18. Braden Stresky, 2 minutes for tripping. That's also his second penalty of the game. There's only been 4 penalties in this game. Calgary's got 2, Camrose has 2, and the same player has taken all the penalties for their respective team. Puck bouncing all over the place, and it ends up in the back of the net. Calgary unable to score on their power play. Takes Camrose 15 seconds to score on theirs to go up 3-2. These coaches got to talk to those 2 boys in particular. 15 from Camrose and 18 from Calgary. Those are the only 2 guys going to the box, and this one happened to cost Calgary that tie game. They're now chasing 3-2 with 9 minutes left in the second period.
The interesting thing, Dallas, is Camrose has got 1 for 3 and Calgary's got 1 for 5. So there you go. Calgary's had 5 chances with the penalties been going on here.
Yeah, no, definitely. And Camrose goal there scored, number 16. Ethan McKindo assists to number 17, Parker Kelly. Puck is played to the blue line. Not out, kept in by Camrose. Block shot though. Calgary picks up the puck in their own zone. Camrose picks up the puck, throws it into the corner. Puck is still loose there along the board. That's a huge hit. And Calgary is going to lose a player now from out of the game for checking from behind.
Dallas.
Yeah, he looks like he's not getting up either.
No, that was a real heavy hit. A little bit of charging there, was it not?
There was definitely a charge there, and they're going to call it checking from behind. Now we're going to see if Camrose gets a he's out of the game. Yes, number 12 from Calgary, Eric Lemire, gets kicked out of the game for checking but from behind. Now we're just looking at the Camrose power play to see if it's going to be a 2 minutes or 5 minutes. Serving for Calgary is number 14, Jonathan Hayter.
It's a 2-minute. So
yes, it looks like this one's only a 2 minute as the player was not seriously injured, whereas the Calgary player, he was more seriously hurt, which is why it was a 5 minute major, and this one's only a 2 minute minor. Camrose still back to the power play. 2 minutes here. Let's see what they can do without it. Puck one back to the blue line. Cross ice to D. Shot deflected wide. Camrose with the puck. Played to the blue line. Looking for somebody to get open. Shot deflected wide into the puck, goes flying to the corner. Camrose passing around, looking to get a shot. Calgary really good at blocking these lanes, not letting anything through here. Camrose looking to get something set up here. Puck goes down to the corner. To the front of the net, tried jamming it, unable to get it through. Puck is fired to the blue line and kept in. Just about lost it there, but able to keep it in at the blue line. Puck is sent to the center of the net. And that puck is shot out of the play into the Camrose bench.
A little confusion there at the penalty box, Dallas. They're having a little problem there.
Yeah, I don't know what's exactly happened over there. The refs got go explain something, but there's some sort of issue going on in the box right now. We noticed it earlier in the first period that the clock didn't start there for 20 seconds, and that came at the end of the period there where Calgary was able to get their first goal. Who knows how much time was actually left and whether the clock was an issue, but they've figured it out now, able to keep things going, and the puck is run back to the blue line by Camrose. Minute 10 here left in the power play. Puck played to the sideboards, back to the blue line. Back to the sideboards. Passed around, down low, blocked. Puck sent high to the blue line. Looking around, see what's going on. High shot. Shot! He had that corner picked, but that was high and wide over top of the crossbar. Puck goes all the way down the Camrose zone. 50 seconds left here at the power play. No. So still some confusion going on there in the box, but I think they're trying to get out, figuring out what's going on in the penalty. 25 seconds of power play time left here for Camrose. Puck back to the blue line, far side. Trying to get something here, trying to get that 2-goal lead back. Skating around, far side. Oh, just got his stick on that, unable to get the shot away. Puck is cleared to the blue line. Not out, Camrose able to keep it in with 8 seconds left here in the power play. Puck played down low, bounced over the stick. Camrose picks the puck. 2 seconds here left. Trying to get one more shot here. Trying to get one more thing set up. Fans on it. Camrose picks the puck in the corner. Fires a shot. That's sharp angle. High and wide. That's all the way back down the ice in the Camrose zone. 6:28 here left in the second period of play. Camrose 3-2 lead. Another big hit there in the corner. And this one's going to be boarding.
Yeah, Calgary's going off for boarding. They're launching back with the body, but they're not doing it cleanly.
No, Calgary's getting frustrated, and they're just starting to throw big hits. They're trying to injure people out there now. And that's what happened right there. 2 minutes for boarding, and once again, it is number 18, Jason Lane, heading to the box. So yeah, that'll be Lane. 2 minutes for boarding, sending Camrose back to the power play once again. Camrose starts to rush from their zone. 10 seconds gone from the power play. If you're a Calgary coach, you got to talk to Lane. That's his third or fourth penalty now, and he's putting them down shorthanded, and he's not helping his team out there right now. I don't know if he's getting frustrated or what's going on, or just wrong place, wrong time, but he's just not helping at all right now as the puck goes deep behind the Calgary zone. Camrose cycling it around. Puck behind the goal. Brought around. Puck played deep to the corner. Camrose looking for a passing lane. Minute 15 here left the power play. Back to the D. Played down low again. Bounce off the stick. In behind the Calgary goal. Minute 5 left here in the power play. Camrose to the blue line. Back to the sideboards. Someone trying to get open, trying to get a shot. Down low to the corner. Sent far side to the D. Shot down low, deflected to the net. Kept in by Camrose. Nice job of keeping that in the Calgary zone, keep the pressure going. 43 seconds left here, Camrose power play. Trying to get that next shot, trying to get that next goal. Get that 2-goal lead back. 38 seconds left to the D. Sideboards, back to the D. Fires a shot. Slides it into the toe save made by Scott. Played to the blue line and out. 28 seconds left here, power play for Camrose. Gonna have enough time for one more rush. Takes a big hit there at center ice. Gives up the puck. Calgary short-handed break. Number 15, Deke. Saved by Davis. Beautiful toe save on Davis. Short-handed break. Camrose heads back the other way. Puck just out of the reach. Is this going to make it? No, it is not going to make it down for icing. 8 seconds left in the Camrose power play. Puck is cleared to center. Camrose trying to get something here going. 2 seconds left. And they are even strength. Good chances both ways in that penalty kill and power play. Short-handed break. The block shot by Calgary. He's off to the races. Breakaway from his own blue line. 16 comes in. Shot. Right into the glove. Davis seen him going all the way, and he's able to get the glove on that save. 16 Calgary. Curtis Marshall blocks that shot. Gets a break from his own blue line. Davis up to the task there. He says no, and he sticks out the glove and catches that puck in midair.
Dallas, that was one save of the game. I tell you, it was a good shot, but better save.
Oh no, definitely. Huge momentum for Calgary. They were able to kill off that penalty and get a short-handed break like that, and Davis standing tall, not letting that thing in. Camrose should get some momentum from that, but we'll see what's happened here as there is 4 minutes left here in the second period. Camrose still leads 3-2. Shots 27-13, favoring Camrose. Puck played to the center. Camrose able to pick it up. Heads back the other way. 3-on-2. Brings it over the blue line. Shot. Stopped and deflected wide of the goal. Played to the blue line. This is going to be icing. That's all the way down. So icing on Calgary.
Well, Dallas, I tell you, 27 shots from Camrose and 13 by Calgary. But you know what? With those 13 shots, Camrose goalie, he's getting a little cold there. But boy, he's making the saves when he has to.
No, most definitely. He hasn't seen a lot of shots, but he's been big when he's been counted on. And Camrose just peppering Calgary, just unable to beat Scott as they are doubling up the shots on Calgary. But only up by one as Scott is standing as tall as well. Breakaway pass tried by Calgary. Missed everybody. That heads all the way down the ice for another icing call with 3:13 left here in the second period.
Well, folks, when we have a break here, Frank Devine, past president and now treasurer for Medicine Hat Hockey Hounds, he'll be up here chatting with me, and we'll see what this is all about. Go ahead there. Oh.
Puck played to the blue line. Camrose with the shot on goal. Puck bouncing around there. Covered up by Scott. A lot of hacking and slashing going on there. Looks like there's not going to be any penalties called. Scott's able to cover that up and keep that out there. But these boys are definitely starting to get rough. They're not liking each other right now. After quite a few actual big hits, a few boards, and a couple checks from behind, these teams are beginning to not like each other at all. Puck is won to the Camrose. Shot. Toe saved by Scott. Puck played to the blue line, kept in by Camrose. Puck bouncing all around. Neither team able to get really good control right now. Puck played behind Calgary. Behind Calgary goal. Camrose with the puck. Takes a shot from behind there. Puck comes on along sideboards. That could have been an elbow as well. These boys really starting to throw the body around. They are not liking each other at all. Camrose keeps it in. Big hit behind the Calgary goal. Camrose goes in for the puck. Keeps it down deep. Trying to get something set up here. Puck is played to the blue line. Not out. Calgary finally gets out. One-on-one rush. Puck played to the center of the ice. And don't know what's happening over there in the sideboards. Camrose, get that puck. Puck bouncing around. Good job clearing that in the last possible chance. Camrose back the other way. 3-on-3. Over the blue line. Takes the shot. Square to Scott's chest, and he's going to hold on to that.
Well, Dallas, I tell you, Camrose is taking it to Calgary, but you know what? Calgary's fighting back. I thought they were done, and then they come back with a 2-on-1 rush, and then here we go again. Calgary is just holding up their ice here.
No, definitely. Game's not over yet. Still up for grabs here. It's only a one-goal game. Not even here at the end of the second period, but Camrose is definitely applying tons of pressure. The big number that stands out for me right now would be shot total. Camrose with 30, Calgary with 13, and Camrose with 3 goals. Unable to beat Scott. He seems to be getting into Camrose's head. They're throwing everything at him, but they cannot beat him. And he makes another sweet glove save going top shelf. So still 3-2 Camrose. Scott with another huge save.
Well, you know, Dallas, now that's 31 shots that Camrose threw their direction, and 13 the other way. It's lopsided, but Calgary's still fighting back.
No, they're still fighting, and they can thank Scott for that one, because Scott, he's definitely keeping him in this game. He's making some big saves in the right time. So is Davis, though. He's being called upon when he has to, and he makes that big save when he has to. This is definitely becoming a battle of the tenders, and Camrose on top right now. We'll see how the rest of this game goes. Definitely going to be an interesting finish here with these tenders fighting the way they are. Puck is played to the blue line. Touch, so not going to be icing here. Minute 10 here left in the second period. Camrose picks up the puck behind their goal. Comes in front. Bad bounce there for Camrose. Puck goes behind Camrose goal as they're able to clear that away from the danger zone. Puck is slipped all the way down the ice. Takes a weird bounce right onto the defender's stick. Less than a minute to play here in the second period. Calgary still down 3-2. Tried the breakaway pass. Able to get a stick on it to stop the icing, but unable to come in for the breakaway. Big hits all over the place now. These boys really starting to throw the body around. They do not like each other whatsoever. He's not even looking at puck there. He's going straight for that hit. Camrose comes out the other way. 3-on-3. 2-on-2 now. Puck is played deep to Calgary zone. 25 seconds left. Puck in the corner behind the Calgary goal. Waiting for someone to get in there and help him out. Puck comes free. Puck's played along the sideboards. Back to the corner, Camrose. 10 seconds left here in the second period. Someone trying to get something going here. Two players digging for Camrose. That puck's still buried. Someone trying to get it free. 2 seconds left here. That's pretty much going to pill it for this second period here. And that does it. Shots on goal after 2. Camrose 31, Calgary 13, and Camrose still leads 3-2.
Dallas, what a period. We've seen everything in there. We've seen two players get rejected from the game. I thought Camrose was really needed their captain, but they bounced back. It took a little while for them to bounce back, but they did bounce back, and Calgary loses a player, and they're bouncing back. Terrific second period.
No, I agree, definitely. Yeah, that was a huge loss there for Camrose as they lose their captain early in the first period. He had nothing on the scoreboard yet, but he's still their captain. He's their leader. They count on him for everything, and to lose him early in the game definitely is a setback. Calgary goes and loses one of their players late there in the second period, and he's got one of their goals. So huge losses for both teams there. This game is still up for grabs. One full period left here. Only one goal game. It's still anybody's game.
Dallas, like you said earlier, this is a big game, and it is a huge game. The winner from this game moves on tomorrow for second spot, and like I said, they're fighting for everything here, and they're fighting for that position. Right now, the favorite team at this present time is Camrose. They get the upper hand, but you know what? You can't put Calgary away.
Oh no, definitely not. Takes half a second to score a goal. That's all it takes, and anything's possible with still one full period left. This has come down right to the last shift, last shot on goal. And here we have our guest for the second and third intermission here.
Yes, we got Frank Devine, past president.
Your choice.
Past president, now rink manager for the Kimplex 2 and 1. I believe you're in charge of 2 and 1. Frank, you're holding the position of treasurer, doing a great job. Can you just touch a little bit about the Hockey Hounds tournament? How many years have been going? How many years do you expect to be going? How many members you got, etc., etc.?
Well, the Medicine Hockey Hounds, as most of you are aware, this is the 41st annual tournament. So the Hockey Hounds tournament's been going for 41 years. The Hockey Hounds have actually been in existence for 43 years. And we plan on keeping going as long as we can keep recruiting new younger members to come in and that are hockey enthusiasts who've had kids go through the system and just enjoy the camaraderie and giving the kids the best opportunity they can for their hockey future.
Well, one problem I see, Frank, and we have to admit it, our young people are not coming into taking your position, my position. Is the Hockey Hounds having that same problem as the other clubs are?
Yeah, we're basically having the same problem trying to recruit new members, the same as most people are. The problem being is, people are busy these days, and it's a time commitment. You have to make an effort. You have to want to do it. You have to believe in what you're doing, and the people that are in the Hockey Hounds are committed people. They definitely want to, promote hockey and make hockey a better system for the kids in Medicine Hat and the area and basically the problems in Western Canada. Hockey's a great sport, and we just want to see it continue being up.
And I do too. In fact, there's one more position I'd love to have before I quit my hockey career, and that's a member of Hockey Hounds. Yes, I'm getting a little older than you are, but that's one position I like to finish my career off. Frank, I got one important question that's bugging me, and I don't know how many years it's been going on, but our competition is getting stronger and stronger. But then we hear Calgary's got a tournament. I hear that Edmonton might have one next year at the same time. How can we overstep this? They're overstepping us, as far as I'm concerned. 41 years is a long time, and then they're saying we want a hockey tournament just like the Hockey Hounds. Can we do anything about it with Hockey Canada?
We haven't actually talked to Hockey Canada, but as Hockey Hounds, we have talked to Hockey Alberta about it. Basically, Calgary sanctions their own tournaments, so they didn't have to go through Hockey Alberta to get a sanction for the tournament. By Calgary doing what they've done after knowing that we've had this tournament going for 40 years, they actually started last year, so it was 39 years we had this tournament. They're cutting the pie thin and making the caliber less for both tournaments, which is not really fair to the kids. There's a big expense in coming to these tournaments, whether it's in Medicine or Calgary, and you should try and get the best teams possible. We're consciously know that there's an issue there. We are going to try and deal with that issue, and we're going to get on this and try and keep our tournament going. We would like to actually end up being the longest running tournament in the country, and we're not very far away from that as far as I know.
Hey, I'm 100% behind you on that, Frank. In fact, I myself would be fighting with you on that behalf, that this should be the only one in Alberta at this time. I'm sure they can work around us. I'm positive. I think they're cutting the scouts a little short. I had some interviews with some scouts that they don't like it.
No, the reality is nobody likes it. It's not fair to the scouting. It's not fair to the kids. It's not fair to us. And it's not fair to the kids in Calgary either.
That's right.
And to the parents in Calgary. It's just not a good system. There's enough hockey time during the year. If people want to run a tournament, you can run a tournament. Everybody knows when this tournament is. It just doesn't make any sense to us why they would try and compete. That would be like us trying to go with a midget tournament the same time as the max tournament by offering whatever we have to get teams here. We wouldn't do that. That's just not an ethical. It doesn't make any sense to do that. So it makes no sense to us.
No, you're right, 100% on that. If it happens again next year and we can't do nothing about it, can we change our date, Frank, or our date is set in stone?
Our date is not set in stone. We will not change our date. We're not going to get pushed around by a team in Calgary. We're going to stick to our guns. We've been doing this a long time. We have the crew to be able to run a first-class tournament, and we're going to continue to run a first-class tournament. And if a single team in Calgary wants to run a tournament, have at it. You got some tough competition. We're going to be here for a long time.
Thank you, Frank. Well said, well put, and I'll be talking to you Sunday.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Frank.
Well, you heard that there. We're not taking nothing. Welcome back, fans. Here we are for the final conclusion, starting this third period between Calgary and Camrose. Camrose leading 3-2 after 2 out shooting Calgary 29-13 respectively. And once again, the implications that's going to come after this period is absolutely massive. These teams right now are fighting for second place in their pool. And as we all know, second place means you have a chance of winning that ultimate championship. Third place, all you can get, best you get, is a consolation prize. So these teams are going to come out fighting here. They know they got 20 miles left. Camrose is up right now, 3-2. They're going to try and hold Calgary down. Calgary's going to come out strong, try and tie this game up, get back in this game, and let Camrose know that they're not going away. Puck is won by Camrose. Over the center line, throwing it all the way back down to the Camrose zone. Gets it back over the red line, dumps deep. Puck takes a funny bounce off the boards. Goaltender Scott knocks it off of his net. Almost straight to a Camrose player. Camrose able to pick up the puck. Look for someone to cycle around. Feeds it back to the D. Kept in. Puck played down to the corner. Calgary in. Hard to get that puck. Played behind Calgary's goal. He's going to rim it all the way around to the blue line. And it does come out as Calgary rushes back the other way. Beautiful stick poke there by Camrose, as Calgary was almost in one alone breakaway trying to get this game tied up. Puck behind Camrose goal. Starts the rush out. Gets the puck over the blue line. Brings it over the red line. He's skating in fast. Puck goes to the front of the net. Unable to get it through. Puck played to the sideboards. Huge hit there along the sideboards by Camrose. Puck still loose. Played to the Calgary corner. Puck goes behind the goal. Camrose trying to stop it up front. Puck is loose. No, puck is covered. Scott able to hold on to that as Camrose take it away. Unable to get to the back of that net. Scott holds on for a face-off.
Dallas is getting a little rough out there. I seen them pushing the goal crease there. It's not over yet.
No, there's still plenty of hockey left, and neither team's going away. They're both letting the other one know that they're still here battling hard, and you're going to have to earn this win. Camrose there with the puck. Throws it down back to Calgary D. Calgary trying to get something going here, tie this game up. Camrose clears the puck again to the red line, and Camrose gets into the Calgary zone. Calgary looking for a pass. Keeps his eyes open, goes for a little bit of a skate here, pulls back. Gets in over the blue line. 1-on-3 in Camrose zone. Drop pass. Miscommunication. Camrose back the other way. 2-on-1. Missed pass. And looks like we're going to have a penalty here to Calgary for possibly too many men. I don't know exactly what the call is going to be here. Yes, that's what they're going to be calling, is too many men on Calgary.
Oh, what a break. That's a bad break. That's a tough break.
That's a tough break for Calgary. Good break there for Camrose. As number 3, Cabe Blee, will be serving for Calgary. Huge chance here for Camrose to get that 2-goal lead. Face-off is won. Puck back to the blue line. Shot on goal. That just missed. Scott got cut out of position. Puck just goes wide of the post. Minute 50 left of the power play. Shot. Blocked. Deflected wide to the corner. Camrose throwing everything on Scott now. Trying to get that 2-goal lead back. Cycling around. Puck back to the blue line on the D. Pass around. Shot. Fans on the shot. Unable to get the shot away that he wanted. Able to get the puck back. Camrose having a hard time getting that shot away right now. Beautiful job cycling the puck. 1:25 left here in the power play. Camrose trying to get something set up here. Pulls back. Shot. Deflected again. Puck goes behind the Calgary goal. Camrose brings it up to the corner. Back to the D. Comes to the center of the ice. Throws it back to the sideboards. Comes in. Shot. Puck deflecting. Bounce behind the boards. Camrose picks up the puck. Back to the corner. Back to the high slot. Shot. That hits Scott in the face. Rebound. Shot high and wide. That last save there by Scott. He took that square off the cage. 50 seconds left here in the Camrose power play. Back to the blue line. Shot. Wide. Puck thrown along the boards and cleared by Calgary, sent all the way down the ice. 40 seconds here left in the Camrose power play. 2 glorious chances there. Don't know what happened there behind the Camrose goal, as their goaltender Davies lost an edge, went back down, but no harm came of it. Camrose, 25 seconds left on the power play, trying to get something going here. get the puck across the line. Puck is played far side to the D. 16 seconds here. Shot. Deflected wide. 15 seconds left in the power play for Camrose. 12 seconds. Trying to get something going here. Puck played to the corner. Puck to the D. 2 seconds left here. And Calgary clears the puck. Down 3-on-2 break. 3-on-3. Calgary carries the puck. Oh, that could have been a different bounce there. As that net comes off its moorings. Nice pass there by Calgary. Able to get a skate on that and redirect towards the goal, but that's going to go wide. Still 3-2 Camrose. 15:56 left here in the third period of play.
Well, Dallas, very interesting is Camrose is 1 for 6. And Calgary is 1 for 5. So the power play is not a factor at this time.
No, they both got their one goal on the power play, and that's been pretty much it. Just been breaks and bounces. Camrose back the other way, 3-on-1. Shot, square into Scott. Scott sees that, he set up square in the chest. He's covering that, holding that up for a face-off. 3-on-1 there for Camrose, unable to capitalize there. And Scott takes that one square in the chest.
Well, Dallas, Calgary's waiting for that one break again, and it could come again for them.
It could, but at the same time, if you just sit back on your heels and wait for something to happen, it could end up going the wrong way, and then instead of being down 1, you're down 2 or 3. Camrose with a shot there, deflected just wide. Camrose plays the puck to the blue line. Kept in, barely, but that's still in. Camrose throws it into the corner. Fighting hard, and Camrose, no, they're not going to be getting a penalty here. Calgary trying to get something here. Camrose picks up, walks on the blue line, fires. Saved by Scott. Rebound. Calgary heads back the other way. 3-on-2. Nice little dangle there, makes it 2-on-1. Trying to get something here. Camrose poke checks it away. Puck played to the front of the net. Puck is loose.
Little pass whistle there.
Quick whistle there.
Yes.
Puck was loose. Referee lost sight of it, and fortunately for Camrose, he blew that whistle because that puck was loose, and Calgary had the puck pretty much with an empty net ready to shoot that into the cage. So,
But you know, Dallas, when the referee loses sight of the puck, he's supposed to blow the whistle.
nope, so he made the right call there. Just an unfortunate bounce for Calgary as they had an empty net to shoot that puck into, as Davis had known where it was, and the puck was just bounced around, still loose. Lucky break for Camrose, unlucky break for Calgary. Puck is cleared to the red line. Players in there battling hard, both trying to get that puck. Puck is cleared to the Calgary D. Calgary still maintaining that puck. Camrose digging there hard. Back the other way, 3-on-2. Over the blue line, pass, nobody home. Able to come back, shot on goal. Scott able to direct it away to behind the net with the stick. Camrose with the puck behind the goal, digging it loose. Calgary able to pick that up in their corner. Coming out, 4-on-3. Shot there, deflects. Camrose back the other way, 1-on-3. Far shot, right into the glove of Scott. He's going to let that go for his defenseman. Calgary turns around the other way. Trying to get something here going. Camrose lucky they're not getting a too many men call. However, they do go offside, and there will be a face-off outside of the Calgary zone.
Yeah, they weathered the storm there, Dallas, and lucky for them, it could very easily be 4-2.
It could be, yes, it could be. Oh, Scott there standing tall, and he's not letting that next one get by him. Camrose is fighting hard and doing whatever they can to scoring. Scott's just not allowing it. Puck is cleared. Calgary giving chase. He's able to beat the Camrose D. Puck sent to the center of the net. Directed wide by Davis. Puck cleared. Bounces through him. Camrose with the shot. 2-on-1 down low. Pass in front of the net. Over a stick. To the blue line. Not out. Camrose keeps it in Calgary zone. To the Calgary corner. Puck goes behind the Calgary goal. Players in there battling hard, trying to get control of that puck behind the Calgary goal. Sends into the near corner. Puck is played to the blue line and out. This could go all the way down. It's not going to make it all the way down for icing, but we looks like have a penalty coming up.
Against Calgary.
No, this is going to Camrose.
It
Penalty
is
to
going
Camrose.
Camrose, you betcha.
Number 11 is going to get 2 minutes for slashing here. Bad time to take a penalty there, Blake.
You got that right. Very bad time. Calgary can get even back pretty fast here.
No, exactly. All you need is one shot to tie that game. Camrose penalty, number 11, Sean Hark. 2 minutes for slashing. So Camrose go back to the penalty kill. Calgary go back to the power play. Back to the blue line. Shot. Davis sees this all the way and sends it out. And the puck is cleared all the way down the ice. Nice shot there by the Calgary Deech. Get it on goal. Davis sees it and turns it away. 1:43 here left in the power play. Calgary desperately trying to tie this game, knowing that their tournament life is at stake. Puck cleared all the way down. 12:50 left here in the third period. 1:30 left here in the Calgary power play. Puck across the winger. Comes over the blue line. Look for somebody gets open. Pulls it back. Still look for somebody to get open. Camrose in there. Pokes it away and puck comes out. Calgary has it back in his own zone. Trying to set something up. Pass the winger. Calgary comes in 3-on-3. Look for somebody to get open for that pass. Puck is deflected. Deflected again, and that is to the blue line and kept in by Calgary. Coming in, this could be huge. Camrose able to get that poke away. Puck still kept in by Calgary. Flirting with danger here at that blue line, but able to keep it in. Calgary, cross-ice pass. Puck bounces over his stick, and Camrose still trying to get that. And the puck is finally cleared by Camrose. 45 seconds left here in the Camrose penalty. Calgary desperately trying to score here, tie this game up. 40 seconds as the puck goes behind the Camrose goal. Calgary with the puck here. Still holding it along the sideboards. Feeds to the D, kept in on the blue line. Far side corner, bounced over his stick. Camrose gets it, and that's dumping it all the way down the ice. 25 seconds left here in the Camrose penalty kill. And that's going to be close to finishing off that penalty for Camrose. Calgary with the one last chance. Coming in and able to bring that in a shorthanded rush. Shoots it square into Scott's chest. He lets it go behind the net. 10 seconds here. Calgary drops the puck back for defenseman. Brings it in. 4 seconds left here on the Calgary power play. Gonna try and get one more shot here. Can't do it. And that puck is whistled on the offside, but Camrose successfully able to kill another penalty.
Well, Dallas, it was close, but no goal. I thought Calgary was going to, and they were working very hard for that even goal, but just no avail.
Oh, most definitely. They were working hard. They were throwing everything at that net, and they were just unable to get one by Davis there. Camrose still leads 3-2, 11:15 here left in the third period. Puck one back to the Camrose D, deep in the Camrose zone. Able to clear that puck all the way to the red line. Calgary trying to get something set up here going. Camrose has the puck, turns the puck over on Calgary, throws it down to Calgary goal behind the net. Scott out to play it and leaves it for his defenseman. Puck to the Calgary corner. Played to the high boards. Puck unable to get out. Camrose passing it around, trying to get a shot here. Blocked. Calgary heads back the other way. 1-on-3. And the puck heads out of play into the Camrose bench. So whistle down here as we'll have a face-off outside of the Camrose zone.
Well, Dallas, it's not over yet, but by golly, we're getting short of time. Calgary's going to have to just dig a little deeper.
Oh, exactly, Calgary. They're so close. They're getting the shots through, and they're just having a hard time getting it by Davis. Same can be said for Camrose, though, as they have more than double the shots on Scott, and they're still only able to preserve that one goal lead. That next goal is going to be crucial. Camrose brings it in over the blue line, trying to get a shot here. Can't get one through. Puck is sent down to the Calgary corner. Behind the Calgary goal. Look for somebody to get open for a pass. Leaves it there for a teammate. Puck is loose in front of the net. Nobody able to get a stick on it. Calgary finally gets it to the blue line and out. Calgary comes in 2-on-3. Camrose turns it over, gives it back to the red line. Puck is dumped deep to Camrose zone. Camrose turns back, going for a skate, trying to get something here going. Fans on the clearing attempt. Puck rolls through over the blue line, but it is called offside as the Camrose player was over the blue line. Split second here before the puck.
Yeah, you got that right. He made himself offside. He fanned on the shot, and he was offside himself. But you know what? Little mistakes like that, it's going to cost him.
No, most definitely. Easy dump, fan on the dump, and put yourself offside. Luckily, they were able to win that face-off and get the shot on net. Puck's still loose in front of that Calgary net. Banging away. Puck's loose, and Scott is able to cover that up.
Again, there's a scramble in front of the net, and Calgary's goalie is really, really shining.
Oh, Scott's giving it everything he has in there. He is. It's easily to say that he is keeping Calgary in at this game, being outshot 37-15, and only allowing 3 goals. He's got 34 saves so far. Scott is standing tall here for Calgary. If they have any chance of winning this game, they need to bury one, and they can thank Scott for keeping them in this game, because it could easily be 4-5, 6-2 with all the chances that Camrose is having on Scott. Still 3-2 here for Camrose. Puck is cleared to the high boards. To the blue line and out. Calgary gets that puck deep behind the Camrose goal. In there first, throws the puck back the other way. Camrose picks it up, and we have another penalty up and coming.
Interference. Camrose got it. 2 minutes for interference.
And number 14. Camrose once again back to the box. His number 14, Lucas Winnick, will get 2 minutes for interference. Once again sending Calgary back to the power play. Deep in the Camrose zone. Just over 9 minutes left in the third period. This is going to be another huge kill for Camrose. Huge chance for Calgary to get back in this game, tie this game up. Puck is played to the blue line, gnawed out. Kept in by the Calgary D-man. Puck thrown behind the Camrose goal. Camrose missed on the clearing attempt, fans again. Gets that puck, unable to clear it to the blue line, gnawed out. Kept in by Calgary D-man. Played to the front, able to get a stick on it. Camrose heads back the other way. He's going on a one-on-one rush shorthanded. Trying to get through here. Good hit there by the Calgary D-man to keep him from getting that scoring chance. Calgary back the other way now. Minute 30 left here on the power play. Calgary gets that puck over Camrose blue line, gets it deep. 2-on-1 down low, passes through. Puck. Davis was out of position. Puck was rolling by, and Camrose is able to poke it by and not get that into their goal. Now Calgary tie this game back up. Camrose trying to get that puck. Desperately under pressure now. Calgary all over trying to get that goal back to get this back in this game. 1 minute left here in the power play at the blue line. Calgary trying everything to tie this game up. Camrose just trying to get that puck out. Unable to. Once again to the blue line, not out. Calgary from the far side. Cross ice pass. Puck is loose. Huge save there by Davis. 2 saves. Beautiful pass cross crease. Davis able to get the pass down and keep that out. Number 11 for Camrose, looks like he was hurting there. And Calgary comes back in over the blue line. Camrose needing to change here. 28 seconds left in the Calgary power play. Holding that puck against the boards, not letting it come free. Finally gets free. Camrose gets it dumped all the way down the ice, right on Scott. Camrose going to try and get a change here. 15 seconds left here in the Calgary power play. Throwing it up the high boards here. Looking for a pass to get someone open. Right to the Camrose D, and he's going to fire it right back into Calgary zone. 6 seconds left here in the Calgary power play. Trying to get back in this game. That's going to pretty much do it here for this penalty. Yes, and Camrose is even. Calgary comes in with 18. Takes a hit. Puck goes into the corner. Camrose to the blue line. Not out. Puck thrown on goal. Puck bouncing all over the place. Loose stick in there, deflecting that puck. Camrose is trying to get that puck out of their zone. Get a change here. Get ready to go. To the blue line. Not out. Puck deflected wide to the corner. Camrose gets the puck to the blue line and out over the center line. And we have a penalty upcoming here.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I guess number 8 for Camrose is going off.
I think we have another too many men penalty call here. And this one's going against Camrose and not Calgary this time. And we will find out for sure if that is the call. But once again, Calgary back on the power play. That is 4 straight power plays for Calgary. Camrose is flirting with danger here. Yes, that's exactly it. Penalty to Camrose, number 8. Dan Milgate, too many men on sportsmanlike conduct. But yeah, like I said, that's 4 power plays in a row for Calgary. And Camrose just flirting with danger now. With this little time left, you can't keep sending this team on the power play. You're tiring your guys out, and Calgary now has the puck deep. 140 seconds, and there it is! Shot from the point. Calgary ties it up. Power play goal, Calgary ties this up at 3 with 6:20 left in the third period of play. Wait on the official call for who got the assist on that.
Goal scored by number 9, Zachary Hayes, assisted number 19.
Dallas, that was a blasted right from the blue line. He had it nailed. That was just a beautiful goal.
Oh, absolutely beautiful slap shot from the point with number 9 there. Zachary Hayes from the assist. 19, Benjamin Ho able to tie this game up here. Under 6 minutes to play here in the third period. 3-3 now. Camrose kept getting penalties, and Calgary finally eventually capitalized. Puck now behind the Calgary goal. Camrose buzzing. Both teams needing that win. A tie does neither of them any good. Puts the fate in someone else's hand, and you don't want that. They both desperately need that win. Calgary ices that puck. Tie game now. Going to be a great finish right down to the last second here to see who comes out on top.
Dallas, you got that 102%. But I'll tell you one thing. The next goal is going to win the game.
Oh, no, I definitely agree with that there. Next goal, critical. Next goal is huge, and definitely next goal most likely will be the game winner. But remember, this is still regulation. So if it's tied 3-3 after the third period, it will end in a tie. And it comes down to fate's hand and who finishes second, who finishes third, and neither team wants that. They want to go out on top with the victory. So both teams are going to be fighting hard, seeing to do what they can do. 5:20 left here in the third period. Camrose has the puck in the Calgary zone. Played to the blue line, not out. Shot on goal, stopped by Calgary. 3-on-2 rush. Stop. Calgary gets it in deep. Shot on goal, hits the outside of the net. Camrose with the puck to the blue line and out. Deflected high and wide. Camrose in with the puck, trying to get something going here. Calgary back the other way. Puck played to Camrose blue line. Off the sideboards, Calgary able to catch that puck and stop Camrose from getting into their zone. Huge hit thrown. He got a piece of him. It was enough to knock him off the puck. That one could have hurt. Camrose plays the puck behind their own goal. Calgary goes down. Caught an edge. Gives it right back to him without Davis even knowing where the puck was. But Camrose able to clear that puck away from danger. Camrose throws it into Calgary's zone. 4:25 here left in the third period. Huge hit behind the net. No penalties up and coming. The ref's letting them play now. Doesn't want anything happening here on his fault. Game 3-3. Puck played to the D. Shot. Blocked by Calgary defenseman. Goes wide to the far corner. Played behind the Calgary goal. Camrose has it in the far near corner here. Puck thrown in front. Calgary able to get their stick on that. Deflected into the corner. To the blue line. And kept in by Camrose. Puck bouncing around in there in front of Scott. He deflects to the corner. Camrose first in there to the puck. Still trying to get that to the front of the net. Camrose there with the puck. Looking for somebody to get open. Back to the D line. And shot is blocked and sent all the way down the ice. No, it is not going to make it for icing. Camrose makes it. Back the other way. 3-on-2. Cuts the center. Shot. And he hits the goalpost. Beats Scott cleanly. Brings one off the goalpost. That is the third post for Camrose this game. Calgary back the other way. Puck played to the Camrose corner. Now the puck rolls behind Calgary goal. Going to be an exciting finish here. Camrose so close to getting that 1-goal lead back as they rifle it off the post. Deep to the Calgary zone. Corner. Puck behind the Calgary goal. Camrose in to pick it up. With the puck. Down behind. Bounces over the stick behind Calgary goal. Both teams in there digging that hard. They both need that next goal. Puck is played to the high boards. Hit there in the corner. Knocked down. Camrose looking for that puck. Calgary gets it. They're going to ice it. No. Camrose able to pick it up. Stop it from going all the way down the ice. Camrose down there. Blocks it. Puck goes behind the Calgary goal. Trying to get in front. Can't quite get her. Still fighting to get that puck in front. Calgary breaks out the other way. 3-on-3 back the other way. Camrose back to poke check it. 2:15 left here in the third period. Exciting action back and forth end to end here. Both teams trying to fight for that next goal. Tied is neither of them any good. 3-3 here as Calgary ices the puck with 2:05 left here in the third period.
Dallas, this is a humdinger. I tell you, and again, the next goal is going to win the game.
Oh, definitely looking that way now. With just over 2 minutes left. Next goal, huge, critical. Both teams fighting for that win, fighting for those big 2 points.
Timeout, somebody. Yeah, timeout. I believe it's timeout Camrose, is it not? Yeah, timeout Camrose.
Timeout Camrose.
Yes, good call there, Blake. Yes, Camrose with their 30-second timeout. Organize the troops, trying to set up a play here to see what they can do, try and break this deadlock. Calgary talking amongst themselves as well, seeing what sort of plan they can come up to break this deadlock. It's going to be an exciting finish here, folks. Tied 3-3, just over 2 minutes left here in the third period.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. The coach from Camrose, he's pretty serious. The boys are leaving the bench. I think the momentum is Calgary side, to tell you the truth.
Well, after they scored that last goal there on the power play, I would agree with you there, Blake. Calgary's got the momentum right now, but Camrose trying to take it back. Still tied. Face-off is won by Camrose to the blue line. Fired on goal, not quite through. Unable to stop the puck. Calgary breaks out the other way. And Camrose pulls their goaltender. There's an empty net hit. Empty net over Camrose. Camrose now comes back 3-on-2. They need that win as Camrose has the empty net goal. I don't think Calgary noticed that the goalie was pulled. So puck bounced around there. Puck and played in front. Loose behind Calgary. Camrose looking for that last goal. They need that empty net. Puck deflected high into the corner. Camrose in there digging deep. Camrose net still empty. Camrose looking for that goal. Pass in front. Can't get it. Puck is rolling. Not going to make it the length of the ice here. 1:14 left in the third period. Camrose trying to get something here going. Net pulled. Score tied 3-3. I don't know why they have their goalie pulled. My guess is that the regulation rules puts Calgary ahead of Camrose with a tie, so Camrose needs that win. So puck comes back to the D. Last minute play in the first period. Puck deflects into the corner. Calgary gets it. They're dumping it down the ice. Calgary takes the hit. No penalty on the play as that puck rolls wide. Camrose sends it back the other way here with 40 seconds left. Trying to get that puck deep. Trying to get one goal here. Next goal is going to be huge. 40 seconds, puck on Camrose. Shot into Scott's glove, and he's going to hold on to that.
Dallas. That's what Camrose is doing. They need the win, and without that win, they're going to try and guarantee. That's a gutsy play, but you know what? So far, Calgary's not taking advantage.
No, they haven't been able to bury that empty net. I'm really beginning to think that Camrose needs the 2 points. If this ends up being a tie, my instinct is telling me that Calgary is going to finish in second because Camrose has pulled their goaltender. Calgary ices the puck here.
How much time have we got left?
We've got 27 and a half seconds left here. Face-off coming to the left of Scott in the Calgary goal.
Boy, that's still a gutsy play. I mean, the coach is, you know what? He's gambling.
No, he's gambling there. He's playing fate with his destiny. Camrose trying to get that win. Puck is shot. Calgary gets it to the blue line and gets it out. Camrose looking for the pass. Far D. Down into the blue line. Camrose throws it down deep into the corner. 13 seconds left here in the game. Camrose trying to get that shot. Trying to get it into the back of the net. Puck against sideboards here. 5 seconds left. Puck is blown down. Play blown dead. 3.5 seconds left here in this game. Looks like we're going to have a 3-3 tie here.
Dallas, I tell you something, Calgary's not taking advantage of something that's given to them.
No, they're not. They're not trying to score that goal to go ahead. They're just making sure Camrose doesn't score. And here comes the shot. Shot is blocked. And 3-3 tie. This is how that game ends, so it's going to be interesting to see who finishes up and top in this pool. Final score, Calgary and Camrose tied at 3. Camrose outshoots Calgary 38-19, doubling them in shots. Unable to beat Scott. Scott stood tall in this game to me there, Blake.
Yeah, he sure is. He should be the hero and the player of the game. He kept his little team in there, and Calgary is a small team, small but guys, but they kept on pounding on you and pounding on you, and I'm surprised that they missed. They didn't even realize it was an open net when they had the puck.
I don't think they did either.
But with that being said, Camrose was 1 for 6 in the power play, and Calgary was 2 for 8. So Calgary took advantage of that end of the program.
Yeah, that last power play goal by Calgary ended up giving them the tie, and it'll be interesting to see who comes out on top now here.
We're right now, after they're shaking hands and get the player of the game, I'm expecting the coach from Camrose up here. He's Brandon Heck is his name, and win or lose, he said he'll be up here to interview. So it'd be interesting to see what his story is about the empty net.
Number 19, Benjamin Ho.
Player of the game for Calgary, number 19, Benjamin Ho.
For the Camrose Vikings, number 16, Ethan Matthews.
And the number 16, Ethan McKindo. So yes, we'll definitely be talking with the head coach Camrose, asking him what the pulled goalie was all about with the 3-3 tie. See if he either win, he was gambling, or what all he was thinking about there. So we'll have him up here right away.
I will say one thing, Dallas. When Camrose lost their captain, and he was rejected from the game, it was their game. But until when he got kicked out, there was a different team out there.
Oh no, I agree with you loud and clear. Camrose had a quick and early 2-goal lead, up 2-0 in that first. They lose their captain, and right away it's a 2-1 then 2-2 game, and Camrose just had a hard time. They seemed to be lost without their leader, without their captain, Kyler out there, and unfortunately that could be the turning point. That and all the power plays Camrose was giving Calgary. Calgary took advantage there of that last one there in the third to tie that game up, and yeah, those are going to be the big key points of this game, in my opinion, for Camrose. They lost their captain and too many penalties, spent too much time in the box, and that's why they got the tie here.
Now, Dallas, I got a very good question for you. Now, with this tie with both teams, what's the situation with your little pen here and your map? What's the situation for tomorrow?
I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm going to assume that someone else has already got that downstairs for me. I'm going to have to go find out. But to me, it looks like Camrose and Calgary tied, and honestly, I'm guessing that's why Camrose pulled their goaltender in the 3-3 tie. My guess is that I haven't been able to find the official rules for a tie break yet, but what my guess is that the tie break went to Calgary over Camrose, and so the tie would have done Camrose no good because they still would have been tied, giving Calgary that second place spot. So they had to get that win to guarantee that second place spot. I don't know this for sure, but my gut instinct tells me that that's what the game plan was. So Camrose knew that they needed to get that goal for the win. I don't know for sure, but that's what I'm guessing what happened there.
Yeah, you're probably right, but maybe the coach can explain it to us a little bit more. I'm sure they know the rules when they come in here. But, it's going to be a very interesting interview with the coach. Give him a couple minutes with his boys in the dressing room, but he'll be up here to answer a few questions. And with that being said, guys, it was a very exciting game. I enjoyed it. The underdogs just about came out with a win, and they were underdogs. They got outshot, outplayed.
Outshot, outplayed, everything.
It was a very entertaining game, guys.
Scott stood tall for Calgary. That was another huge thing. Camrose doubled up Calgary in shots, and Scott stood tall. He was not letting that fourth goal get by him. He gave everything he had for Calgary to get that win. They came in with the tie, and I'm honestly surprised how he was not voted player of the game for Calgary, because he kept Calgary in that. Without the saves that Scott made when he did, it could easily have been 4-2, 5-2, 6-2. Just Scott stood tall there tonight, and he got the tie for Calgary. I honestly feel that he got the tie for Calgary.
Well, with that being said, I agree with you. I don't know where they came up with number 19 being the player of the game, but I believe if I take a look at my notes here, number 19 assisted on a couple of goals. Going back to the penalties, Camrose took too many penalties. I mean, they give them eight chances to get goals. Calgary did capitalize 2 on 8 of them. But that's the game. When you give your opposition all those chances in the power plays, something's going to happen.
Oh, no, exactly right. In a 3-3 tie game with 8 penalties and 2 power play goals, take away those penalties and you're down to a 3-1 victory. Yeah, but when you give up that many penalties, especially a 5-on-3, and on a 5-minute major with the loss of their captain from not checking from behind call, you're just asking for it, and you got to feel bad for Camrose because some of the calls, they could have gone either way and didn't quite get the bounce. But on his way up here, we have head coach Brandon. He's making his way up here to us now, so we'll turn the mic over to Blake and Brandon, and he will fill us in on what his game plan was here. Come on in here, sir.
Coach, congratulations for a beautiful game. It was a mixed-up game. Up here, I understood what you were doing towards the end of the game. You pulled your goalie. Explain to the crowd here that why did you pull your goalie over a minute and some seconds left to finish the game? What was the reason?
We had goals for and against. We needed to win to make it to the next round, so we had to go for it. I felt I had the right guys on the ice, and if we had 2 minutes with an extra guy, we'd be able to get the goal.
That was good thinking. Where does this leave you now, Coach?
This leaves us this tie, I guess, or loss hurts, but can take some lessons. We've been blowing third period leads for a while now. It's just time to go back and maybe change some things up. Injuries, boys getting tired in a tournament. We got 2 forwards playing D, so it's wearing on the boys, and they're showing character.
I noticed the turn of the game in the first period when your captain got kicked out of the game. I seen the boys a little bit dragging their heads down. They weren't playing as sharp as they were when your captain was there. Do you feel that that was the turning point of the game?
I truly do. He's the captain, Kyler. He's not only a great player for us, but he's great on the bench, calms the guys down. Missing him on the bench, we missed him as much there as we did on the ice. 5-minute penalty and a 2-minute 5-on-3 advantage is tough to kill off. We came close, but end of the day, we just weren't committed to getting in lanes.
Yeah, that's what happened. They got a quick goal when he got 5 and 2, no, 5 in the game. They came back and stormed your net. You outshot them really bad. 38 shots to 19. There's the winner right there, 38 shots. But you know what? You're right. He was off the ice. You needed him as a leader. You needed him on the bench. And I'm not grabbing for excuses, but I think that was the main problem.
Yes, for sure. That's tough to overcome. Kyler, he's a big leader. He adds offense to us. He's one of the guys that'll put pucks on net. We had a lot of shots blocked. Definitely reminds the forwards. We kind of thought we had to score too many pretty goals instead of some of the ugly goals. It's a good lesson for us to learn that we're not going to score 4 pretty goals in a game.
Now you know what to do for playoffs.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to jump to something here. Calgary's got a tournament at the same time as the Hockey Hounds here, and the Hockey Hounds put on a fantastic tournament all these years, 41 times. Were you people considering, or were you invited to Calgary's tournament? You don't have to answer me, but I'd love to hear that answer.
Well, it's an interesting story. We went to the Calgary tournament last year. The Hound tournament seemed more of the elite teams last year, so Calgary kind of told us if we come last year that they would have us back this year, and then this year they said we weren't good enough to go, so it kind of inspired us. We're worked out perfectly. We're more than happy to be here. We kind of consider it a lucky break that didn't happen. The Hound tournament, can't say enough about the hospitality, from the hotels to the restaurants in Medicine Hat. It's been a very pleasant experience.
Fantastic to hear. You know, you're always welcome to Medicine Hat. I'm proud to have you up here. Too bad it didn't go the way that we wanted it to go. And I say we because I was cheering for you. The better team out there was you. But, you know, the underdog still came knocking on your door. And answering that Calgary question, thank you very much for putting yourself on the spot. I wasn't sure if you guys were invited or not, but now you're saying that you were there last year. Did you enjoy yourself up there, though?
Actually, last year at this time, I personally wasn't able to go. My wife, we had a baby girl on that weekend
Well,
last year.
congratulations, yes.
So I had to miss out on that.
So she's a year old.
Close to it, yeah.
So Dad's going back home earlier, or are you saying you got another game tomorrow, I believe, have you not?
Yep, we got one game tomorrow, 2 more left for sure in the tournament.
Oh, good, good.
I'll be staying here until Sunday.
Well, you bet. You know what? I would love to have you up here Sunday, regardless, win, lose. I'd love to have you again.
All right, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Tough break there. We were rooting for you up here.
It's tough. Feel bad for the boys.
But you lose.
Yeah.
All right. So sign off here from Dave.